are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 63, and I'm joined by Iron Fist himself, Joe Bulrog. Good evening. How's it
Yes,
going,
good
Joe?
evening. Everything is actually going quite well. Since my last match, my hand is doing a lot better. A lot of people don't understand that I actually wrestled that match with two broken fingers.
Oof.
Um, yeah. Again, look, listen, I'm not taking anything away from Ash. Ash is a great competitor. He came in guns a blazing. He deserved that win. I'm not taking anything from him. But at the same time, if you actually look back at that match, you will see that I only threw two strikes. And that's not something that the Iron Fist does. So,
I definitely. We'll be getting
yeah,
into that a little bit because we're definitely going to be talking a lot about your current matches going on. A
definitely.
lot to talk about your career right now. But
Yes,
before we
sir.
get into that, I got to ask you the question I ask everyone that comes on the podcast. You heard the name of the podcast, Respect the
Of
Craft.
course.
So when you hear that term, the craft, what does that mean to you?
Well, for me, it goes a little bit deeper for me. For me, the craft is not only what you do inside of the ring, it's not only what you do outside of the ring, it's what you do every day. Okay, you got to understand your craft is who you are. You understand? It's what you do. It's what you make life, and it's what life makes of you. The things that you go through in life, the ups and downs, the struggles, all of the things that pretty much make you a man or make you a woman. That to me is the craft. Getting up every day, the grind. Knowing that wrestling may not pay all the bills right then and there. So, you got to go out there and, get yourself a 9 to 5, as they say. Um, but also the things that you do in the ring, the studying, the training, the daily bumps, running the ropes and drills and everything that you do in life to me would be the craft, you know.
Got you. There you go. But that also leads me now to ask again. You talked about all that commitment to the craft as well. What was the factor that sadly made you have to step away? Because again, we've talked about it even at Project. You've just recently had your first few matches back after 6 years away.
Yeah. For me, and I was actually watching the podcast that you had with the Blood Brothers not too long ago, and Max Mercy had hit the nail right on the head. Sometimes people go through personal stuff.
Yeah.
For me, I had a lot of family, personal family issues, my wife. Then on top of that, I did actually have an injury myself that
Mhm.
I did not take as seriously as I should have. And I kind of rushed it and came back sooner than I wanted to. And it forced me to go back out longer than I should have been going. So for me,
Mhm.
it's been a mixture of a couple of different things. But nevertheless, while I was out and while I was away, don't think for 1 second that I haven't been paying attention
Hmm.
to what my brothers and my nemesis has been doing in the ring.
I was gonna ask, were you still? Again, I can imagine
Oh,
it's
oh,
difficult to want to watch when you're not able to be a part of it. But did you keep your eyes on the indie scene and watching like what was going
I
on?
never stopped. I never stopped watching the NEC. First off, that's one thing about me. Whether I'm in wrestling or whether I'm not, I never stop watching wrestling. Like
No.
I'm always studying. I'm always watching. For me, I always want to see my brothers prosper.
Gotcha.
So anybody that I grew up, wrestling with, oh, hey, that's my guy. Anybody that I grew up watching wrestling with, grew up in the ring with, hell, went to training with. I always want the best for them. I always want them to reach the highest of highs, So, yeah, of course, I was watching these guys do what they do in the ring, even though I wasn't away. I mean, and hell, even while I wasn't away and while I was watching, it made me want to get back in the ring even more. Hell, I remember a couple of months before I actually got back in the ring and actually had my first match. I was in in my living room shadow wrestling. You know, because I got that itch. Shoot, you catch me around my job throwing punches at people, trying to chop somebody, because it's in my blood, like
Yeah.
it's just I've been around wrestling now for over 15 years. So it's like it's pretty much who I am at this point.
Yeah,
So
it's second nature when it comes to everything.
pretty
Here we
much,
go.
man, pretty much.
AC Lycan throwing out that challenge already. Damn, we haven't started the podcast yet.
You see, and this is another
1v1.
look. This is another thing that a lot of people seem to not understand. Like I know I've been away for a while, but a lot of people know who I am, and a lot of people actually want to get in the ring with your boy because they know I can go. Like and not for nothing, I bring on all comers, all challenges. I ain't afraid of nobody. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Look. We all bleed the same blood, brother. You know what I'm saying? So let's get in the ring and let's dance. But just know, I promise you, it's gonna be a slow jam.
There you go. But let's get into it now. Let's ask that question now. What was it that brought you back in? Because again, it's 6 years. 6 years isn't a short time either. I get the itch comes, but it's like that thought has to come in your head. Like, do I still want to do this?
As much as I hate to want to say this, but a close friend of mine actually invited me to one of the shows at the project. Okay. And that person's name is the absolute Chris Cage. Okay. He hit me up. He said, "Look, brother, I got something going. I think you might, So he invited me to come out to watch the show one day. And I came. The first ever show y'all had, I was there. I watched it all. I was there. And literally, while sitting there in the crowd and watching, the blood started boiling. Hands started tightening up, flexing started going on, me sitting there bouncing around and oh man, like I can't sit back and and so that's pretty much what it was. It was an invitation to a show, and it pretty much woke me up on the inside and was like, look, bro, it's time to get back in. And that's pretty much why.
That's kind of right. That's perfect poetry right there, because it's crazy to think you were at our first show, which was Project Codename Genesis.
Yes, sir.
And then not even a few months later, this happens, and we're at Fallout, and the match is announced. You're a part of the Hot Start Scramble. So again, and right there, you have guys that you know very well. You got Superstar Whiplash. You got you got Nino Cruz. Then later on the night, we find out TJ Marconi is involved as well, Chris Cage. But how did that feel for you getting back in that ring after 6 years?
It felt a little bittersweet for me because once again, I felt like, a friend was throwing me a bone. And in a sense, I feel like he was. But at the same time, I kind of felt like you was using me as a prop or a stepping stone for your, bigger business that you are attending to right now. And to me, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I'm nobody's stepping stone. Like I jump in that ring and I give it my all, my 100% every time I step in the ring. So for me to have that feeling that I was just used to let this man come in and do what he do, it didn't really sit well with me. But again, it's my first time coming back, so I really couldn't say much. I ate it, threw it under the rug pretty much. It's the business, Sometimes you get thrown a bone like that. And sometimes that bone really isn't the bone that you want. But hey, beggars can't be choosers at the same time, right?
Definitely not. But again, even seeing that, and again, I've told all the competitors, mostly that have been in it, to me, it was great just being a part of. That was the first match I got to call. So your first match back was my first match I ever got to call on commentary.
Come on, Redhead Ray, man. Stop it, baby. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, Ray, man, you're making me feel too good now, man. Hey, bro. Come on now. Don't be doing me like this, Redhead. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, I appreciate that my match was your first commentary match. And it means a lot to me, not for nothing. Because not for nothing, Ray, your commentary is great, bro. You doing good things and you going in the right direction. Trust and believe. Hey, if AJ Orsini is telling you to keep doing what you do, bro, trust me, keep doing what you do. But yeah, I'm very humbled that I'm always humble. No matter the outcome, I'm always humble for any opportunity that I can get in the ring and perform in front of any people, whether it's 5 people, 10, 20, it doesn't matter. For me, I'm always humbled and forever grateful and appreciative for me to be able to step foot in the ring.
Hey, but from that match, again, you impressed the right people because after that show, the graphic came out. You're officially now a part of the project. With
Yes,
that
sir.
being said, after the show, I got to talk to Astro post match comments, and he issued the challenge. So we get to Exodus. We
Yeah,
get to Exodus,
yeah,
and it's gonna be you versus Astro, which just happened less than
yes.
2 weeks ago. Which, guys, if you haven't, go check out that show. Full show is available
Great
right
show.
now on
Whole
both
show.
YouTube and IWTV. Go check it out. Go see that match because again, I also got to call that match. And like I said
Yes.
on commentary, again, 6 years away, and not just because you're on the show, but you haven't missed a step.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I've actually had a lot of people tell me that, and to me that's a big thing for me, because for me to be away as much as I have been away and to get back in the ring and it looked like I never left, that means I'm doing something right. Of course, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be the biggest name in the wrestling world. Um, you still got a lot to learn. Nobody's perfect. No matter what you do, you still got to always get in that gym and train and perfect that craft. So I'm grateful that people think that I haven't missed a step, but trust and believe me, being gone for 6 years, I've missed a couple of steps here and there.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine. Again, from us on the outside, especially from us at the commentary booth, we're calling what we see.
Tape.
So
No, I don't need tape.
You don't need tape.
I don't need tape.
You rather have the girl?
So for us,
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That was my boss talking to me about my people. Anyway, I'm at work. If you people didn't realize, sorry. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Sorry, UPS. Yeah, So yeah,
hey,
there
that's respect there to the craft right there. He's doing
yeah,
everything.
and look again, you got to respect the craft. Even while talking about wrestling, I still got to get my job done. So,
Hey,
nevertheless, though,
we got also on the chat. We got Ray's in the chat saying,
yeah. Big Sam, hey man, that's my brother from another mother, bro. Ain't nothing, bro. Same old, same old. We got to link up, bro. Do it like how we used to,
Absolutely, definitely. Here we go. We got a great match there from Antonella. There you go.
Hey,
again, she saw the match. She was right there in person. She got to see.
Yeah, she was. Hey, I appreciate her too. Not for nothing, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody at the project. Not for nothing, man. I mean, really. I've been shown nothing but respect there. Nothing but class. The people are great. I really have nothing bad to say about the project. I mean, of course, you got your wrestlers that's doing their BS here and there, TJ Macaroni. I ain't gonna say nothing else. But other than that, overall, the project is great. I've had a blast so far. I mean, win-loss record, it really doesn't matter to me. I'm not really there for the wins and losses. I'm just there to knock people out. Simple.
Hey, again, that's what I'm looking forward to see, because again, I was saying,
hey, trust and believe, brother. Look, let me tell you something. Look, listen, I done took the splints off my fingers. All right, they still a little bit swollen, still a little bit, but trust and believe. Come the next show, I will be 100%, and trust me, you will see these fists flying like nobody's business. Promise you.
That's what we hope to see that night. Again, I don't know if Astro knew, but he made sure to move out of the way, and you hit that post. That's not going to do you any more favors.
Not for nothing, I thought that was going to set me back, because that was actually the hand that I broke the fingers with that I actually threw. Why? I guess, in my subconscious is just, throw them punches when you got the chance. And that's what I did. He moved at the right time, the exact right time. And I hit the post. Yes, I did. It could have been a lot more detrimental to my hands. Thank God it wasn't. But yeah, that was a close call right there. It was. Yeah,
there you go. I definitely said on commentary. I don't know if it was that he moved. Did he push you into it?
No, he didn't. He didn't push me. No, he was smart. He got out of the way just in the nick of time. He didn't push me. No.
Okay. Again, I'm just saying what I saw from my vantage point. Kind of looked like he pushed you. I don't know. Alphonse wants to say otherwise.
Hey, look, listen. At the moment in time, he probably did, and I didn't feel it. I didn't notice it. All I know was I was going to knock his head off. And by the time my fist got there, his head was gone. So I don't know.
There you go. Maybe he was smart enough to get out of there, because if not, that was it. That could have been.
Yeah, he knew what was coming. He seen the setup. He moved at the exact right moment. So kudos to him on that, because if he wouldn't have missed, if he wouldn't have moved, I wouldn't have missed. And we probably will be talking about a different kind of conversation right about now.
Hey, there you go. But now again, we're on that road to Summer Clash. Hopefully, seeing what you'll be doing there soon. But
Man,
there's another match before we get to Summer Clash and talking about your future here. I want to talk one more match at Exodus because this isn't your first time on the podcast. A little while ago,
Ray,
I had a little bit of a debate on here because we wanted to preview Cage versus Whiplash, the first time ever between the Zoltan, and we got your thoughts on it. You came on,
Ray.
you jumped in.
Redhead Ray, Redhead, you starting something right now.
Hey, I'm just asking the questions again.
All right, so you want to know my thoughts on this match, right?
I do. I want to hear your thoughts because again,
Okay.
you gave us your pre-match thoughts. Now I want to hear.
Look, listen, I'm gonna be 100% honest about this. All right, I loved the match, and then I hated it. And the reason why I hated it was because I felt like it wasn't a clear-cut match. It wasn't a clear-cut win. I felt like Cage cheated in my book. To get that win, because let's be realistic, what other reason was TJ out there for?
Hey, TJ just wanted to watch the match.
Nah, Ray. We're not gonna do that one, Ray. We're not gonna do that one. First off, if I'm correct, when words were spoken on the last podcast, it was said that nobody was gonna be at ringside, right?
This is true.
This is true, right? Okay, then. So if nobody was gonna be at ringside, Ray, why did Macaroni pull up?
Again, like I said, I think TJ just wanted a better sight. He was in the backstage area. He just wanted to. He wanted to be front row.
Ray, we gonna do this, Ray?
Hey,
we gonna play this both sides of the fence thing, Ray?
Hey,
Ray, man.
Nah,
Ray, you even just said it yourself that these guys spoke about it and they said nobody. Because hell, even Sam said that he could have pulled up.
He could have. That door was open for anyone in the go.
But he wanted it to be between them two. You understand what I'm saying? And again, look, listen, I got history with these guys. Literally, history. I can bring it all up. Literally right here if you want to. There's been days Mike has slept in my crib. And not saying that he needed a place to sleep, but because, we done got wasted. You know what I'm saying? Cage too. Mike, Sam too. Max too. Like we've been around each other for years. Like I literally consider these guys as my brothers. So when I hear two brothers make an agreement like this, and then to see TJ waltz his tall doofy ass out there, I'm sorry, I couldn't respect that. I really couldn't respect that.
Like I said, to me, from what I saw, TJ didn't strike. TJ never.
It doesn't matter if he struck. Hey, Ray, it don't matter if he struck, Ray. The simple fact that he came out distracted Whiplash alone. Come on now. You know. Come on, and most managers, most real good managers, right? And I'm not saying TJ's a manager, but let's be realistic. Most good managers ain't even really got to do much. They just got to look at you at a certain point in time to really get you off your game.
Hey, again?
So, hey, maybe he didn't do anything physically, but you showing out there physically threw Mike off his game. Because now he's sitting there and thinking, yo, now I really got to watch my back because what is this dude doing out here? And then on top of that, didn't the man come out there with a chair?
Hey, he just wanted to see.
Oh, he just wanted to see, Ray?
He had a stacked crowd. It was
Ray, tell me that ain't intimidation at its finest. Hey. You walking out there with a chair. First off, you like 7 feet, right? I don't even really know how tall the man is, but I'm going to say he's about 6 and some change. No. You're already tall enough. You tall. Just walking out alone would be intimidation for somebody, right? But no, now you got to walk out there with a chair and make it seem like you about to do something. I ain't gonna lie. If that was me, I would have just jumped out there and just slapped old TJ right in his face. Because again, like I said, if me and my brother made an agreement that this is going to be a one-on, nobody included, nobody come out, nobody interfere in any type of way, shape, or form, and I see you pulling out, all bets is off, bro.
Hey, but again, like I said, TJ's side, Whiplash still had a little bit of advantage when that was happening. He had the offense on it. So again,
Look,
match was,
and I
was
get
clean
that,
as a
and I get
whistle.
that, Ray, and I get that. But at the same time, when you now have to sit there and factor in somebody else on the outside, yeah, and I'm glad he showed up. Hey, what's going on, Cage? Hey, do me a favor, brother. What's up with that whole TJ coming out at the end and shit like that, bro? What's up with that?
I came on to do a couple of. How you doing, Joe? First of all, how you doing, brother? You doing all right?
I'm all right, brother. And yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm pretty good. Past
You
week,
looking good. You looking like money over there.
You know what I'm saying?
Looking like money over there.
I know. I try. I came on to do a little fact checking with you. Unfortunately, though, because I'm letting things go. I got the word that Joe was talking a little bit of hot mess out here, and I had to come through to clear a couple of things up. First
okay, so let's clear this up then. What's up?
Let's clear this up, brother. First of all, you want to talk about TJ Marconi coming out to the ring. You want to talk about how nobody was going to be involved. And I said it on the show. You want to go back. Let's really go back and let's talk about what was actually said. What was said and what was promised was that nobody was going to get involved in this matchup. And last I checked, last I watched the tape, nobody got. Tell him, Ray.
I said it again. No strike was thrown.
You let him know.
Okay. All right. Wait. First off, it was said that nobody would get involved, and it was also said that nobody would come down the ringside too. Was it not?
I don't remember that. I can neither deny nor confirm if that.
Hey,
was
what you
said
sipping on over there, brother?
That being said,
hey, what you sipping on over there, brother?
It's one of Cage's blends. You know exactly what my stuff is all about, baby.
I know. I do. Hey. What I'm saying though is you might want to put that cup down right now, brother, because you probably had one too many.
Actually, I'm just getting started. We've only just begun. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Listen. You want to talk about TJ Marconi coming down to the ring? I was going to let it go, but I can't let you talk about the boss a little bit too much, running the mouth a little bit. The boss came down just like the representative of Team Cage, Raymond Sanchez, just said. He came down just to get a better perspective on the action and see what was going on and to make sure there was no funny business going on. You know what I'm talking about? That's number one.
Hey, hold on, wait. T for time out. Hold up. Let's backtrack real quick. Ray, you the representative? Since when?
Hey, if you didn't hear my commentary, I made my choice.
Wasn't listening to the commentary because Team Cage was going strong that night. I know leading up to the show, it was looking like Whiplash had a lot of the support going into the action. But when we got down to the nitty gritty and we were there live and in living color, I saw the K's flying all over the crowd, baby. I heard Raymond Sanchez at ringside. I heard him even start to sway Alphonse Stevens. You know what I'm saying? Alphonse likes to play both sides of the fence. He likes to pretend for the social media crowd, but I know Alphonse is Team Cage all the way, and so is Ray Sanchez. Tell him, Ray.
Again,
okay.
I said it on commentary, but again, getting back to the matchup, like I said, especially from my angle, no strike was thrown by TJ. He just wanted a front row seat because that was a hot match.
And you thought that's okay, and that's okay with you, Ray. That's okay.
Again, as long as he's not
that's
getting
okay.
involved,
knowing that these two guys are arguing because of this one person right here, that's okay. For him to just come down with a chair, mind you, and sit there front row. That's okay.
Hey, again, as long as no
well, you know what? If that's okay, well then I would like to throw something out there then, if that's okay. Because like how I said to Ray, I'm gonna say to you, Cage, if that was me, it wouldn't have went down like that, brother.
Come on, baby.
Hey, you can laugh all you want to, but hey, how many years have we known each other?
14 years to be exact, my friend.
How many times have we stepped in the ring against each other?
And we have never stepped into the ring, especially in a one-on-one confrontation with each other. But I'm glad you brought that up. Because had that ever been the case, and had that ever been the opportunity, had it ever gone down to 2KW Pro, wherever, you should know that the result was going to be very similar to the result of many of the guys that have tried to come and silence this barker that I got over here. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for 20 years. People have been trying to shut me up. People have been trying to stop my trash talk.
Here's the problem.
No, wait, hold on. Let me tell you the problem. The problem is exactly what you just mentioned earlier before I got on here. A lot of people forget There's a lot of people walking around this wrestling world that still got those stripes, that still got that name value, that still got that respect, because this person right here doesn't let their legacy die. For years and years, while Joe Bulrog was out dealing with the family business, there was one man that was always in his ear telling him that I believed in him. There was one man that always was telling him that I believed he had the magic still inside to come back and be somebody. Who was that man? The man that brought him into the project. He said it. You said it. I didn't say it. You said it. Absolutely.
I ain't got no problem. Hey, I ain't got no problem. Hey, look, listen.
Is enjoying the run he's enjoying at Project Codename Wrestling. Yeah, you got guys salivating at the chance to get in the ring with Joe Bulrog because they know the athlete that he is. They know the performer that he is. They know what he could be in this business. And there is nobody that has studied it, and there is nobody that knows it inside and out better than me.
So is that the reason why you never had that one-on-one with me, Cage? Because you know just how dangerous I really am in that ring?
Am I the booker, baby? I'm not the guy.
Oh, but you was the guy that brought me in, though, right? So you can be the guy that makes the magic happen. So
I mean, I may have some fingers on the strings, but I'm not the one that makes the final call.
Hey, well, you know what? Pull them strings, brother. Tell me what you want to do. Because this could be a one-on, or this could be a tag. This could be whatever you want it to be, baby.
A tag.
Oh, yeah, a tag.
And who would tag with you?
Who would tag with me?
Come on.
Oh, well, see, hey, look, listen, bro. I can easily go and call a certain superstar, and he'll gladly answer that phone.
Whoa. I don't know if you've been living under a rock for the past 2 weeks, brother.
Oh, no. I've seen you guys. But you think that means something? You think that he's still A&OK with you and TJ? How about this? Me and Mike against you and whoever you want. It could be TJ. It could be anybody else.
First of all, not that I have to prove myself again to the brother superstar, but the brother superstar already knows after what happened at Exodus who the number one is when it comes to the Z. That's number one. So we don't want to go down and open up that can of worms. If I had the opportunity, I could beat Whiplash again. He knows this. Come on.
Hey, so stop talking and put your money where your mouth is, player.
I don't really think you want this, Joe. It's one of those things where you may think you want it, but I've wanted
this for 10 plus years, Cage.
10 plus years.
You make it happen. You made it happen that I got back to the project. You made it happen that I got back into wrestling. I know you can make this happen. Anybody you want.
First of all, you're welcome. Second of all, if that's the case, you do understand that I don't want to hear no cry. If it turns out to be the big man TJ himself, I don't want to hear no crying. If it turns out to be anybody I want, and I got to tell you right now, brother, I think you better be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. You said it. I do know how to pull those strings. You don't want me to pull those strings. I'm going to give you the same chance I gave Whiplash. You have the opportunity to take back what you said because I don't think
I ain't taking back nothing. Cage, you should know me better than that. I don't take back anything that come out this mouth, brother. So make the match.
You're my witness, Ray.
Hey, I'm hearing it.
Make it.
Everyone's hearing
Later on, when they come on your podcast and they're all crying, I don't want to hear nothing. You remind them about this. You remind them about this night. You understand? That's right. That's it. You know what?
Crying.
You know what?
Crying.
Obviously, I came on here to show support to the Joe, to the Iron Fist. You know what I'm saying? He's over here making challenges. He's over here like trying to flip the script on me. Like I said, you don't want what you just said it. You don't want it. I'm letting you know right now. You threw it on the table. You know,
pick it up.
Keep your ears onto the ground. Keep your ears on the streets. You never know what happens.
Pick it up. I threw it on the table. Accept it.
All right. You know what, Ray? I'll let you get on with your interview. Cage out.
Thank you, Cage. Have a good one, brother. And there we go. We're back to 2. And Wow.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
that was a
See,
lot.
we have a love-hate relationship.
I can see.
Uh, but this has been ongoing for a while, man. Okay, and I've been hearing, people saying, oh, this and that, and Cage is ducking you, and the match won't happen because of this. Trust, I've done heard so many things. I don't believe Cage is ducking me. I just believe things just didn't happen. I believe that yes, we've been around each other for so long, and it just never happened. And I always wonder why. I've gotten in the ring with every other member of the GOAT except for Cage. I've gotten in there plenty of times with Whiplash, plenty of times with Rays, plenty of times with Max, but never. You even heard it yourself. Never with Cage. Why is that?
Maybe
Now let's
this
be
is
realistic.
the
We
time,
talking
right?
about the man right here, right? We talking about the truth, the absolute.
Yeah.
You even heard him say it yourself. He studied me. He watched me. He know in and out, and he know that he's a loudmouth. And he know what I love to do more than anything is shut a loud mouth up.
There you go.
So make the match, Cage.
Match is thrown out. Here we go. Ray's even commenting on it right there. Joe and Whiplash versus Cage. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully happen. Hopefully it happens down at the project. Hopefully maybe some summertime plans can happen. Again,
hey, look,
August 6th is open. I don't know.
Look, listen. Okay, I know for a fact that Mike is not 100% okay with that win, especially knowing that TJ pulled out the way that he did, knowing that nobody was supposed to come out. So trust me, I know he got something inside of him. And let's be realistic, he may not have anything against Cage, but you telling me he ain't still got some kind of beef with TJ?
Again, we're gonna have to see.
And hey, even if he don't, I'll take all three of them on by myself if I have to. I don't care. Look, I just want to fight.
There you go. That's why I call you Iron Fist for a reason. But let me make sure I get this comment in because I left out AJ earlier. AJ made the joke here. He didn't sleep on your couch. I guess AJ wants to spend a night on your couch, bro.
Yo, AJ know he's more than welcome to sleep on my couch. Me and Orsini been through some. Orsini know that trip to Texas. Orsini know about that trip to Texas. Okay, he know what I'm talking about. Okay, where we almost died a couple of times. Okay,
well,
you know what I'm
that's
talking
gonna be an off the air story that I want to hear.
Oh yeah, trust me. That's an off the air story. I'll tell you. Oh man, that's one of those. Yeah. If you live to tell it, yeah, you're like this for life,
Oh, there you go. But let's get back into that because again, we've seen here family affair kind of going down because even that you were an honorary member of the GOAT almost a month back at NAX. You stepped up, you teamed up with the GOAT there. So again, that goes. But let's keep talking about it now. Now that you're on this run again, you're back in, you're getting that foot in the ring again. How has it been for you getting that in, and what is it that now? What are you looking to do this run? What is it that you have in mind when you're going around now again and getting to face guys that you've shared the road with for years now?
Yeah, for me, it's kind of like it's new all over again in a sense. I mean, of course, especially the guys that you wrestled and the guys that you've been shared locker rooms with and stuff like that. Of course, the friendship and everything comes back. Of course, I bring that fire, Sam. But of course, all of that comes back, and it's like new, and it's like nothing. But for me, I don't know. It felt like the first time for me, and it's a beautiful thing. The nerves came back, of course. Adrenaline. But for me, this run is to solidify that I'm back, and I'm gonna be better than I was before. So I'm gonna try and get around to as many places that will accept me, as many places that will have me, as many places that will allow me to knock people out. And I will do my damnedest to make good on those promises. But yeah, for me, everything right now, it's like I'm a kid in a candy store right now. Everything is just like, it's beautiful. It's like, it's the way that it should be for every wrestler, no matter how long you've been in the business. You know, every time you step into a locker room, it should always feel the same. You know, it should always feel fun. It should always feel like home. You know, it should always feel welcoming. And again, that has a lot to do with not only you, but it has a lot to do with the locker room that you're going into. You know, the wrestlers that's going to be in that locker room, you know, their personalities and, you know, stuff like that. You know, so for me, it's just a matter of, I've always been the type of person, I've adjusted well to no matter where I've gone. So even if I felt like it was like a hostile environment, you know, I've always learned to maneuver my way around, you know. But for the most part, and even back before I stopped, for the most part, every company that I've ever gone to, they, you know, treated me with class and respect. So for me, that's pretty much the most part of it, you know, just getting back into it and loving it again, you know, loving it like you've never loved it before.
There you go. But I got to ask, you nailed it right there to lead into my next question. What was it that brought you in that made you fall in love with wrestling? Even before the break happened, before all of that, what was it that brought you in that made you like, I need to do this?
Like initially, like what
what made you want to get into wrestling as well? Like what made
my
you
great grandmother. My great grandmother, God rest her soul. My great grandmother. A lot of people don't know this, and I actually had to fact check it myself because I didn't believe it myself. But my great grandmother is actually related to WWE Hall of Famer Tatanka.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, and my great grandmother sat me down in front of a TV at the age of 2, and she turned on the TV, and at the time it was wrestling. It was, you know, WWE. And I think it was Saturday Night Live. I believe it was. And the first ever wrestler that I saw that really took my breath away and really made me was the Macho Man Randy Savage. You know, the whole year and getting the psychedelic and and it's everything like that. Everything is saying, yeah, you gotta talk like this, but then you gotta get real high like that. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, it's a little bit mad. Yeah, dig it. When I saw that colorful character, and it was it. That was it for me. It was pretty much it. I'm not even gonna lie. I also have to give credit to this one wrestler that a lot of people may not want to give credit to. Hell, I even don't really want to give credit to the damn wrestler. But when I was playing WWF WrestleMania 2000, you know, for the Nintendo 64, Ahmed Johnson. I don't know why, but the way the guy looked, he just looked like a total badass. Like he was just mad buff, and you know, later on, he started wearing some real crazy ass shit, and you know, some of the stuff that he was saying was, but at the time, just to see a black guy, big buff black guy in the WWF at that time, it was surreal to me, you know, and so it kind of gave me hope. Booker T, also another one. Ron Simmons, you know, greatly Ron Simmons. But those guys pretty much were the ones that pretty much solidified me turning into a wrestler. Hell, I remember back when I was in junior high school, I used to be going to recess, acting like I was The Rock. Certain recesses. Hell, other recesses, it was me and a Spanish kid. We was the Dudley Boys. I was Devon, he was Bubba. He used to push me around all the time, telling me, Devon, get the tables, you know. Like, so hell, even when I went to high school, I was playing football, whenever I scored a touchdown, you know, I'd do The Rock, act like I was smelling what The Rock was cooking, you know. So it's been influenced on me heavily from a very, very early age, and it just never left. And once I got a chance to actually do it, so why not?
So let's, there you go. So I got to ask, what was it that finally made you step into that ring? Because again, it's one thing to have that love for it, make it be like, again, it's part of your life.
Just seeing it. Just seeing the ring, literally going to a gym for the first time and actually being able to actually step in the ring.
Yeah.
That's what did it for me. Just seeing an actual ring. Because again, like, you know, you do you backyard stuff here and there, but that's nothing. You know, once you actually go to an actual gym, you know, and you're actually able to learn, you know, the real way, you know, from real pros and stuff. Yeah, that was pretty much it for me. I was like, hell yeah, why not? Like, you know, I got the opportunity of doing something that I actually love to do. Why the hell not do it? I'd be stupid not to.
And there you go. And again, now, like you said, the rest is history.
Yeah,
Now we're
pretty
back
much.
at it years later, close to, like you said earlier, it's close to 2 decades now in this
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's crazy. I've learned a lot, and trust me, there's still a lot more for me to learn, and I'm all for it. I'm like a sponge at this point. I'm soaking it all in.
all right, there you go. So I got to ask you again. This is a question I usually like to ask, especially when people have been in the business for so long, or at least around it as well. For you, what's been the biggest difference you've seen through that evolution now in wrestling?
Well, for me, what has changed a lot? A lot of high flying now, more. Which to me, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against high flyers. Hell, you see, I'll jump out of a ring my damn self. But to me, it seems like it's a lot more high flying and it's a lot more strike based now too. A lot more so than it was back then. I know hell, back when I actually first got into the game, it was very rare to have, you know, a mixed breed. Not, you know, of course you got your mixed martial artists and stuff like that, you know, and you know, but as far as like a purebred boxer, you know, turning into a wrestler or something like that, it was damn near unheard of. Now, if you look at a lot of wrestling now, you look at a lot of the moves that they do, it's a lot strike based. You know, you're getting a lot of forearms, a lot of chops, a lot of knees, a lot of super kicks, you know, insecurities, you know, shining wizards. You know, hell, you got Eddie Kingston doing a spinning back fist. You know, you got Jericho with his Judas effect. So, you know, you're getting a lot more strike based, which to me is a good thing because to me, wrestling shouldn't just only be about throwing somebody down to the mat.
No.
You know, what if you can't throw the man down to the mat? Then what?
There you go. I can imagine for you, that's definitely got to be something because that's now showcasing the style you like to do in that ring as well. So I got to ask you, with that, was boxing a thing for you? Because again, we see those fists in that ring.
Yes, actually, it was. Back in the day, it's very touchy for me to talk about because I was actually a couple of fights away from getting my golden gloves, and I got into a really bad accident. So that really took me away from it because I had messed up my nose to the point where the doctor had told me that at that time, if I would have gotten hit in my nose again, that pretty much could have been my life. Not just my career, but that could have been my life. So I really, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know of anybody around where I grew up at that knew anything about wrestling.
Okay.
So as much as it was my passion, I didn't know anybody that knew how to get into it. But I knew a lot of people that knew how to get into boxing and, you know, so I was like, hey, why not? You know, I can make money off of it. I had a great couple of people that was like, you know, this could be your calling. And I did it. And I was good at it. I'm not even gonna lie. I was great. Hell, I was 2 matches away from going from fighting for my golden gloves. So it was there for me. But like I said, I got into a really bad accident, which literally shattered my nose. So I and it's crazy because 2 months after the accident happened, I actually went back to the gym to try and spar, to try and train. And my trainer had told me, he was like, look, listen, we don't think that's possible. So I was like, look, just let me get in the ring. I said, let me get in the ring with your worst person. We just spar with the man for 5 minutes. If I can spar with him for 5 minutes, then, you know, you give me a chance.
Yeah.
He said, all right, cool. So we got in there And I kid you not, I would say I lasted about a good 2 minutes. And I went to go throw a left hook. He ducked and he caught me with a jab. I thought I was out for 10 seconds. I was actually out for 2 minutes. Yeah. Trainer throwing the sniffing salts all up under my nose and everything, all nothing. So yeah, it was once I came to, the trainer looked at me and was just like, just shook his head. I already knew what it was from then. So after that, I had took a good hiatus from everything because I used to play a lot. I used to play all sports. I was pretty much a jack of all trades. I would never just do one thing. I played basketball, football, baseball, even. So I jumped around and I took a hiatus from all sports. I didn't want to do anything. And one day I got hit up from somebody. I don't even remember exactly how it happened, but they started talking about backyard wrestling and so on and so forth. So I tried that for a little bit. And next thing you know, 2KW came along. And next thing you know, I went pro. So
there you go. But again, maybe that's, again, I guess life does throw you those curveballs. But again, I guess everything happens for a reason. And now you get to showcase even, again, a little bit of that influence there, that boxing style in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, and that not for nothing, that's something that I love to do. Knowing that I can implement boxing in a wrestling match it's a beautiful thing. It really is, because you're showing two sides of two different sports. You're showing wrestling, because let's be realistic. I don't care which way you put it. Wrestling is a sport. I don't care. It's a sport. People, it takes a lot. A lot of people think that you can just get in there and do it. No, okay, it is real serious work. You really got to put your time in. You can't just get in there, jump in there, and think that you know. No. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. Okay, like you really got to be dedicated to it to want to do it. So yes, to me, it is a sport. And I take it very seriously. And anybody who look at me and tell me that it's not, oh yes, I'm ready to throw blows.
But there you go. That's true respect there for the craft. Right
hey,
there.
Look, man, you got to respect it, bro. Hey, look, if I'm respecting whatever you're doing, then I will want you to respect whatever I'm doing. Simple as that.
There you go. Okay. That's the best way to put it. And here we go. We got the good bro Coltrane in the chat here. He missed it when you were talking about Ahmed, but he's like, he better have mentioned that wonton beef stew from that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yo. That's another one of those that we got to talk about often. Yep. Man. Not the wonton beef stew.
These are gonna be those good
yeah, bro. These is one of those you got to be in the locker room to like.
Oh man. But again, that's the great thing about all this, about everything. But Joe, man, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, brother, because again, you're doing all your crafts here, so I don't want to take up too much.
Literally all at once. I'm a jack of all trades, brother. I do it all. I can make you laugh, cry. I can do my job. I'm watching my people work. I'm doing it all right now. So
before I let you go, last question I gotta ask you that I ask everyone that comes on,
yes, sir.
That is for Joe Bulrog. What's the end goal?
The end goal for me is I just want people to know that I tried my hardest. Like at the end of the day, I just want to be happy, and not for nothing. Right now, I am happy. So to me, if at the end of all of this, whether I win chips, whether I become famous, like at this point in time, I'm not even looking to become famous. Like I'm just looking to enjoy life. I'm just doing what I love to do. So at the end of all of it, if I'm able to win a couple of chips here, there, couple of make a couple of extra $100 here and there, I'm good. I'm satisfied. Because at the end of the day, whether I make it big or not, I'm still able to do what I love to do, and that's getting that ring and perform in front of people, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm blessed. I can't really.
Hey, there you go. That's the best way to put it right there. And again, like you said, you're going to do something that you always had that passion for, had that love, Again,
Accept that challenge, Cage. Accept the challenge.
And that's also still on the table as
Since
well.
you're his representative, Redhead Ray.
Hey, again,
Make it happen, Redhead.
Hey, I definitely got no pull to do that, but I'll definitely see if I can talk to the right people. I know Miguel Sosa is a little bit on a good terms with me, so we'll see if we can talk to Miguel Sosa to get that happening. Hopefully,
Yes, sir.
again,
Yes, sir.
like we said, we're on the road to August 6th. So
yes, sir. Summer Clash, baby.
Hopefully, at Summer Clash, we can see it. But if not, we're definitely going to be taking sometime soon. But Joe, thank you again for coming on.
No problem.
Great.
Thank you for having me, Ray. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Definitely. Everyone watching, thank you so much for joining us here. As always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, and respect the craft. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Later.